Well, Leo, it's an intense sort of month for you this month. It's, as you can see, March 2024. I'm going to start the chart so I can show you precisely here in your horoscope this 8th house. One of the most complicated sectors. Starting the month off, you've got these fortifying aspects to Neptune, actually to Saturn, Mercury and the Sun from the Moon. But do keep your eye on this lunar transit, because you'll notice here on the 10th of March, a new moon taking place in this very area. It's chock full of planets. It's what I call a celestial traffic jam here, starting from Pluto all the way to Neptune here, with the 7th house, the relationship sector of your horoscope, containing these passionate planets. You've had Venus going over Mars. You recall we talked about that last month, energizing your relationships and transforming them, and a little bit more of that at the end and beginning of the end of the first week and beginning of the second week in March, as the moon makes its way into your 7th house, contacting that transformational Pluto that can destroy elements of the relationship, then build them back up. You mustn't be afraid of elimination. Elimination is what creates the space you need to keep this passion and warmth and connectivity going. And the 8th house is an extension of that, which is why I think the new moon on the 10th here in your 8th house is a very significant transit relating to your intimacy, your deeper instincts and connections with others. This 8th house is concerned with those knots, those psychological problems that really keep interfering in the smooth flowing of your relationships. So this month, as that new moon emerges, the focus on these things is going to be pronounced. There on the 13th, a bit of relief. You see, you've also got that simultaneous transit of Mercury out of that area on the 10th. Then you've got that Moon, Jupiter, Uranus combo, indicating some sudden expansion opportunities to forge ahead in your professional life. Jupiter is a thoroughly good planet for you. It continues its transit through your 10th house, allowing you to utilize your creative instincts. That's the 5th house rulership, along with Uranus, 7th ruler. That's again that relationship component, but very much related to progressive methodologies, developing new systems of doing your work and achieving your objectives professionally through some rather quirky ways. You're thinking outside the box, so to speak. Venus moves out into this 8th house as well. You see that as one planet moves out, then you've got another moving in, and that's going to continue till the end of the month. There you see the Sun moving out into the 9th house, triggering some of the traveling instincts. That's your ruler moving in the 9th house. 9th house has to do with travels, has to do with litigation, it has to do with bureaucracy. It's the government planet, so it's got to do with dealing with those sort of unsavory elements, especially around the 22nd when you see that opposition from the Moon to Mars. That can trigger you somewhat, so you have to be on your best behavior, Leo. But see, then Mars moves in around the 23rd of March, just as the Sun has moved out, taking over that role of driving you into deeper parts of your psychology, the hidden aspects of the partnerships that you have, and really getting to understand what the purpose of your relationships are. That 8th house, along with somewhat the 12th house and definitely the 4th house, because Mars is ruling this area, your early history, your family life, your hereditary factors, all coming to bear upon your relationships and your intimacy, the way you deal with money, shared money in particular. An important period in your life. I think this is one of the defining months of 2024, where you have to get down deep into all of these aspects of your personality and your partner's personality to release yourself. And I think over the coming 10 or 12 years, this transit of Pluto through this 7th house of relationships is going to be doing this job a lot longer. The full moon takes place in the 3rd house of communication. A good idea to rest on your ability to communicate and share your ideas and negotiate your way out of any problems that you may be experiencing with your partner. And those partnerships mean personal, emotional partnerships, or indeed financial partnerships. And that's likely too for some of you with this stacked 8th house right till the end of the month, having to do with shared resources, the money you borrow, the money you share with other people, the investments you and other people make together in any sort of project or idea that you have. There's more on what's happening this month for you, Leo, over at my website, astrology.com.au. Please check it out. I think you'll find it's going to add a little more depth and breadth to the reading that I've given you here today. And you've also got the daily and the weekly and the yearly readings there to piece this together with. Don't forget, also, I'm available if you need to find out really what's happening on a personal level. Personal horoscope is really the way to go if you want a personal reading to find out how these transits are going to affect you based upon the specific time and place you were born. Drop me a line and we'll make that happen. Please subscribe, and hopefully you'll make your way back here next month. I'll be waiting for you. Take care now. Bye-bye.